Hello everyone. In this video, we will see how to construct a violin player as a part of Qurio REaCH construction. We'll take one single bar and attach one flat rotator at one end using a 0.5-inch bolt and nut and another flat rotator at other end using a 0.5-inch bolt and nut. So we have created two holes which are far away from each other. So this is our push-pull rod. We take one more single bar and onto that single bar we will create a hole using a flat rotator and a 0.5-inch bolt and nut at one end, and we'll use another flat rotator and a 0.5-inch bolt to create one more hole here which is comparatively close. So this is our pendulum rod, and onto our pendulum rod we are going to attach one L connector using a 0.5-inch bolt and nut at the second end. This will be used to hold the stick of the violin. Here we will connect these two single bars using one 1-inch bolt and nut. The nut is loosely coupled. We'll call this assembly A. In step 3, we will use one C plate, one L plate, join it using two nut and bolts here, and similarly one more L plate and C plate joined using two more 0.5-inch bolt and nuts like this. This is our assembly B. We'll now take one rectangular plate and connect four flat connectors at the positions shown here using one 0.5-inch bolt and nut each. This is our assembly C, and this assembly C we are going to connect to assembly B using four nuts and bolts, one here, one here, one here, and one here. So this is the body and legs of the violin player. Now we'll take one more rectangular plate and we'll attach a DC motor with motor shaft. Onto the motor shaft we will place one spacer here. Then we are going to connect three L connectors. One L connector at this place which is facing down, one more L connector similar way facing down here, and one more L connector which is facing up at this point. They are connected using one 0.5-inch bolt and nut respectively. We will also attach a 1.5-inch bolt and nut which will be tightly connected to the rectangular plate, and we will place one spacer onto it. This will be our fulcrum point. This is our assembly D, and now we are going to connect our assembly D to the assembly which we created in step 5. We are going to connect it to the two L connectors which we had attached. So those are connected using 1.5-inch bolt and nut. Then we are also connected a single bar to this rectangular plate here using two nuts and bolts. And finally, we created a gear assembly using big gear and 1.5-inch bolt and nut and place two spacers on it. And that we have mounted onto the motor shaft here and secured using a shaft lock. Let's move to the next step. Now we will bring our assembly A back and connect it to the earth point of the gear. That is, on gear we had attached 1.5-inch bolt and two spacers. On top of that we will put this hole here and connect with the nut loosely coupled, and the second hole we will be putting it on our fulcrum point and again connecting it with a nut loosely coupled. This is our head assembly. It's square plate a flat rotator, and it's connected to the L connector which was on this rectangular plate. So this way we have connected our head assembly. And finally we have connected one axle through the L connector of assembly A. And on each side of the L connector we have put a shaft lock so that this axle stays in place. And this axle acts as the stick of the violin. And that completes our violin player. Do construct it, use the remote control to operate it, and write your experiences in our comment section here.